the work. Yes, we are talking to Sasha Colby doing the Strip 2 tour, which is coming to Chicago, a 30-city North American tour in partnership with Live Nation. If that name sounds familiar to you, that's because she was the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race, and now she's hitting the road again. Can you hear me, Sasha? Thank you so much for being with us.
Hi, Tia. Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. Thanks for having me.
So good.
Thank you so much.
Yes, good morning to you. So you're doing this 30-city tour. You're coming to Chicago. What can people see if they come out to your show?
Well, we had a really great turnout last time at Thalia Hall. I used to actually live in Hawaii. Sorry, I'm from Hawaii, but I used to live in Chicago from like 2006 to 2012. So a lot of Halsted Street and working at the Baton is kind of my old stomping ground. So it was really fun to have everybody back there last year, and I'm excited to be back at the Thalia Hall. And there's just such a great venue, and it's really like a nice reunion to see all my friends and a lot of great Drag Race fans.
Since you've been here and you said you used to live in Chicago, got to ask you, what do you miss the most about Summertime Shy?
You know, I was just there for market days. I missed the 3 months that is just so beautiful there. Everyone's out, everyone's having a great time. I love the music festivals, the food festivals, but really just being at the lake, honestly, getting some tan and people watching is always great.
Is there a #1 restaurant that you must go to every time you touch down in Chicago, or is there a #1 food that you feel like you must have?
Gosh, like what do I usually do? Oh my gosh.
I got you caught up on
like
this.
I definitely need like the Wiener Circle dog. I need a Chicago dog or a Portillo's. But yeah, I think yeah, Portillo's would have to do it.
Do you put ketchup on your hot dogs?
I do it the Chicago way.
Okay, good.
Got the
Good.
Chicago
Good
dog.
answer.
Good answer, good answer. All right, so your first solo tour was a huge success. What have you maybe changed or maybe kind of taken from that one that you're applying to this time around?
Yes, we are. So this is Strip 2. Last year we did Stripped, the first iteration, which was pretty much like a story about my life from a young kid to growing up and being on Drag Race and ending up winning. And now it's not so like a literal storytelling of my life, but more just kind of like this escape worlds and fantasy and a lot of fun ways to imagine different different like female archetypes we're playing with. We're playing with like the goddess and the femme fatale and the siren. And so all of these things that my drag persona embodies are all the things that the audience can tap into in their everyday life.
You know, Sasha, we've had some artists on the show before that kind of talked about their childhood and kind of navigating, finding themselves in a role that may not be accepting. Was that your story? And then how did you arrive at just being okay with being who you are?
You know, it's always an uphill battle when you're discovering who you are and realizing who you are is not what is the conventional norm to a lot of people. But I found like when you find your chosen, like your gang, your tribe, your chosen family, a lot of us in the queer community call it, to get community and a lot of support really helps you figure out who you are. And, you know, nowadays it's just wild how Drag Race has allowed a lot of people who wouldn't have access to drag to really normalize it. And it's all over the world. It's in so many different countries. And as something that started off as a very fringe art form for queer people, seeing it be mainstream is amazing because it shows that drag is, at the end of the day, just art and storytelling.
I love that.
You're clearly living your best life, but you're also giving local drag artists in the city a chance to share the stage with you. Why did you feel it was so important to make that a part of your show?
I think it was important because I've benefited from those opportunities. I've been really, really blessed to have the career that I've had pre-Drag Race. And it's all due to a lot of people that I would look up to that gave me opportunities on stage, gave me an opportunity to be in their show. And as a way of paying back, I wanted to showcase artists that are from that city. But also, I'm I want to see some good drag too. So gotta be entertained as well.
Let me ask you this, because I'm always the wild card between whoever sits in this seat with me. What is the wildest thing that you've encountered when you've gone on tour?
The wildest thing would have to be last tour. We were in Portland, and some people had snuck in the back to my dressing room, and it was like kind of wild. This like a little crazy stalker kind of like vibes. It felt really weird. Luckily, we're all safe, but yeah, that was something that doesn't happen normally. So.
What did you
extra
do?
tight security.
Yeah,
I don't know. The lighting got through. It was so weird, and then yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, that
Portland's
sounds
wild.
Now, on the flip side of that, when things aren't wild, what do you like to do in your downtime to kind of just relax in between events?
I'm a big nerd, so I like listening to like a lot of weird podcasts. I mean, I call it weird, but I love it. Like anything about history. It's just something that I like to completely forget about drag, and it's something that I can just kind of fantasize and kind of lose myself in. So yeah, I like a lot of like random history podcasts.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a random question because it is pumpkin season. Everything pumpkin,
PSL?
pumpkin latte, pumpkin pie. Do you like pumpkin? Do you like pumpkin spice lattes? Is that your thing? Do you even drink coffee?
I'm a one coffee in the morning kind of gal, so I'm not like I need to have coffee all the time. One's good. I'm not a pumpkin spice latte girl, but I do like a good pumpkin. And in Hawaii, we make this it's like a gooey, it's like a pumpkin mochi. So it's like a kind of like this hybrid of like an Asian and Hawaiian dessert that we made pumpkin flavored. So that's always yummy during Thanksgiving.
And what was it like? You grew up in Hawaii?
I did.
What
Born
was
and
it
raised
like
in
growing
Hawaii.
up there?
I mean, it's paradise.
Yeah.
It's the most beautiful place. I grew up with the mountains since my backyard, and my front yard was the ocean, and I never really appreciated it until I moved to the continental U.S. and was able to really understand, like, wow, I grew up in paradise.
What would you say to someone that may be watching right now? Maybe they didn't even know you had a show. Why they should come out to your show in October?
If you love art and if you love to have a good time, I suggest coming to my show. But honestly, in the crazy world that we live in right now, with so many things going on in the world, it's a lot. It's fighting for our rights and fighting to be heard and fighting to be humans. And in all this fight, I feel like this show is a great way to also take time and rest and recharge and celebrate, so we can have more energy to keep going.
Yeah,
And
very well said.
tell our viewers exactly when and where the show is here in Chicago again.
Oh my gosh, let me look.
It's
I
October
believe
10th.
it is.
It's October 10th.
October 10th.
We got you.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Yes, at the Thalia Hall. Go get your tickets now. It's on my website or at Live Nation or at Ticketmaster.com.
I'm not letting you go yet. I got another question. So anybody,
Okay.
I used to watch RuPaul's Drag Race, and I did watch it when you were on there. I saw what was going on camera. What kind of stuff happens when those cameras turn off? Are there any like crazy things that you can tell us that maybe the average person watching would have no idea is happening?
God, I wish I had some good stories, but they're so strict with us not talking when the cameras aren't rolling. There's they call it hard ice. So that's when you have to be frozen and like no one can talk because they want to save everything for the camera, productions. But the one thing that I can say was all the fun things or all the fun sayings that like Ru would say while she was off, while the camera wasn't rolling. Ru would really give us like random pieces of advice and like just talking about like production or about how to like, handle what to do with money when you finally come into it when the show ends, and how to, I don't know, just kind of like really good wisdom, nuggets of wisdom, which was really cool.
Was there any big purchase that you made? Like once you did come into some money, was there like this one thing, like I gotta have this one thing?
No, I don't have. I didn't make a big. I mean, what I did do is upgrade my home.
Okay.
Okay.
I definitely like wanted to make my home,
Feel like
yeah,
home.
a place where I can relax
Yeah.
and just a place to really like sit in my rest of my laurels.
Yeah. Well, I love it. You have a great
Great.
personality. You know, you see people on TV and
Lighten
you're
up on
like,
the camera, for
I think
sure.
they'll be nice. And you proved it.
yeah.
You are. And I hope you have a great show here in Chicago.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to see everyone out there.
All right. We can't wait to see
Appreciate
you.
your time.
Thanks for joining us.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
See you next time. Okay. So next we are talking all things cheese. This is going to be really, really good. We'll have it coming up right after this break. We'll be right back.